Hello everybody, it's Stamping Fun with Gail time. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today this is the card that we're going to be making. I have one apology. This square foil tile is no longer with us, so I apologize for doing that. I didn't realize it at the time. But this is it, and I'm assuming it's a get well, but it could be so sorry. It could be different things, so I did not put a sentiment in it, but I'm going to show you how I made this card. So to start with, we're going to be using the Daffodil Daydream, or I can talk, Daffodil Daydream, and the dies that go with it. We're going to take a piece of the new, what's it called? I can't remember. Tahitian Tide, and it's going to be 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We will be using a piece for the inside, and I'll tell you how I made that in a minute. And this is your normal 4 by 5 1/4. Then we're going to take this little piece of paper, and it's going to measure 3 by 5. We're going to score it at 1 inch, at 2.5, 3.5, and leave this other, and it's going to fold up like your Kleenex box. And we're going to stick a tissue in there. I used the smallest stitched framelits, oval framelits, and that's how I got that. Okay, so this has a lot of little things to put together, and I went ahead and did some of it to save some time, but I also wanted to show you how to do some of it because I think sometimes the dies can be a little confusing even though they're not trying to be. So I did stamp the butterfly in that, and I colored it, and I did it all in vellum so I can put it on, but I couldn't decide whether I liked the blue or the yellow, so I did it in both of them. Anyway, okay, so you have, I think these are pretty self-explanatory. You have your solid framelit, and then you have the decorative for, your edging, etc. And then this is kind of the same thing. This crushed curry goes on top of the Daffodil Delight. And you also have a bud with the crushed curry as your accent point. Okay, so this is the other part that we get, and I actually had to watch a video because I got confused on it. So we're going to put them all in so that they can line up and be equal on the sides so you don't have anything hanging over. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little tweezers here to help me. And the silicone mat, if you have one, you'll be so happy because it comes in extremely handy for this one. So you're going to get it in there. And I didn't do everything because usually your little stamens or whatever you call them are kind of loose. Or it may not be that. It may just be part of the flower. But I decided to not worry about it that much. And these are a little bit different in size. So you kind of want to make sure that you have the right one before you adhere it and go, oh, that was thick for the other one. Because that's a Gail trick. She does that kind of stuff all the time. Okay, so there's lots of cutting to do with this. I did 2 leaves and 3 stems for this, and then I did, of course, the 2 daffodils. So I've got those going. You don't have to do it exactly like this. It is a lot of cutting, but oh, I just think it turns out so pretty. And I just love daffodils. I always think of my sister Pat, though, because when she comes to visit, she gets so excited because she lives up north, and so they don't have daffodils until after we've had them down here in the south, and so she gets so excited. And we get tickled. So now every time my husband David and I see a daffodil, we go, oh, where's Pat? So anyway, so this is how this one's going to go. You're going to take this and you're going to turn it so it's, off of most of them, as we usually do. That's going to give us our full daffodil. This one's going to look like you're seeing it right straight on. So you're going to put it on, get it exactly like you want it. Then this one goes on top of that. And I'm going to turn it again so it's a little bit And I don't really need my tweezers for this one because it's pretty self-explanatory. Then I'm going to take one of my daffodils and the bulbs, and I actually kind of just roll it up with my thumb a little bit. And I'm going to put my glue on the bottom part here. And I'm just going to set it in there. So that's one daffodil. And I forgot something. I'm so glad I saw it. I forgot to put this in there. Okay, so now I'll add a little bit more glue. And put this all in there. Well, okay. So I don't know what I just did with, oh, here they are. My green stems, we definitely have leaves, we have to have that. So we're going to go ahead and adhere the inside because that's going to be the first thing we need to kind of set aside. We're not going to do all of it, but we're going to just get this so I don't have to worry about it too terribly much. Okay, so now this is the big thing. Okay, so here's our vellum square, and we don't want it to show a whole lot. I see one that didn't poke through. Not that it's going to matter because the flowers will cover it up, but still. Okay. I'm going to put that in about the center, and it's going to dry, so I'm not too worried about it, like I said. Plus, we're going to start assembling our flowers. So I want this big one to look like it's kind of leaning there. So that's where I'm going to put it. Just had to make sure I had my little twine. Okay, and then I'm going to do a leaf. Actually, I think we're going to do this one. Actually, this one we're going to do underneath. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of thinking about it as I'm doing it, and you're having to put up with that, and I apologize. I think I like that. I hope you can see this okay. Okay, I haven't decided on that one yet. And I think I'm going to put that right there. And maybe this right here. think we'll decide where we're going to place this first. And yes, I think we're going to put him right there. I like the looks of that. And we're going to and again, I'll get out of the, I'm so sorry when I do that. It's not intentional. But I do think I crisscross it like that. Then I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to cut off all this extra stem. Then I'm going to take a couple of glue dots. I'm going to roll them with my fingernail. One. I'm going to do two because this bow is just a little bit bigger than normal. And I did it to cross one. I tried to tie it around like I did the first one, and that was so hard to do that I decided I was going to do something a little bit different. So this is just on there for the taking, so to speak. I'm going to put a little bit of glue under this one leaf because it doesn't have any, because it didn't know where it was going. Okay. My ends are a little bit long, so okay. So now for the inside of our box, which is where we're going to be using even more glue dots. So I'm going to take glue dots and I'm going to put them on all four corners, right here, and right here, right here, and right here. Oops, that one's a little high. Let's see if I can get it off with my scissors. I'll just leave it like that, it won't matter. And that's going to go to the back of the card. No, wrong back. Oh no. That's all right, it'll be hidden. It's going to go to the back of the card up here. So I try to make it real. Try to let you see all my mistakes as well as my good. So I'm sure no one is disappointed. Okay, so now we're going to bring this and we're going to come around after we have folded it, and we're just going to make it into the little box that we need it to be. And there you have it. Now the way I stamped this, and you still can't really see it, but I took my stamp and I used my Stampin' Right markers. And as far as the stamping, it turned out cute, but I couldn't quite get it. I didn't angle it quite enough this way. And, you know, that's just practicing, and I've only done this twice. So once to show you before we made the video, and then once after. So here's your Kleenex. And I just kind of came up through the hole a little ways. And I just stuffed the rest of it in there so that it could be what I needed it to be. So there you have it. It is a little bit bulky, so you'll want to put it in a padded envelope if you're sending it, and you will have to pay extra postage. But if you want to just take it to somebody in a little basket of goodies since they're in the hospital. So now we're going to put on our butterfly. And I can't decide, do I want that one? Or do I want that one? And since I can't decide, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use them both. I'm going to put this one toward the back. I'm going to put this one in the front. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe, and I would appreciate it, and tap that little bell so you can get my notifications. I hope that everybody has a blessed day. I thank you for watching. I do have an online store, which is gaildavenport.stampinup.net. If I can help you in any way, if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to earn your business. If you need a catalog and you don't have one, just leave it in comments below with your name and address, and I'd be happy to send you one. Thank you so much again for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.